end of day 3, and here is home for the night. We're at the Calico Ghost Town campground, and I'm not wowed, but we're here. And tomorrow we'll check out the ghost town, which is what it's really all about. Good morning on day 4. This is that mine entrance we saw from the road. Intrepid explorer on our way in. So we're gonna check it out. I didn't bring my flashlight though, so we're not gonna check it out very far. Don't sniff things, Frodo. I don't want you to get hantavirus. It's warm in here. Boy, it just keeps going. I think we're gonna turn around though because no light. I was not planning on exploring a mine when I walked Frodo in the morning. There's some ravens. All right, we are going into the Calico Ghost Town. We had a very quiet night camping here. This was an actual silver mining town founded in 1881. In the 1890s, silver prices went down and the town was largely abandoned. It was restored in the 1950s. So that's what we're going to explore now. The sign in this cart refers to the mining of borates, including borax, famously pulled out by 20-mule teams in the past. Borates were even mined out of Death Valley before it became a park, but now are mostly taken from boron in Kern County. '88 Orange steam fire engine, number 543. Wow. Lucy Lane's house. I love these stoves. That is an old bathtub. This is pretty cool. Their statement is that it was created in order to outline for us the atmosphere of this actual town called Calico and the spirit of Calico from those days. They're hoping to pull that spirit of the town into what they've recreated here, which is fun. Ooh, I hear an old train. Let's go check it out. These are like the non-restored buildings. Let's go check this out. The Maggie Mine Tour. Oh, I see. So you can take the train for $6. We're touring the Maggie Mine. And this is actually mine, but they have set it up for people to do a self-guided tour. It was $10 for both of us to go in, and dogs are allowed. Are you excited, Frodo? Up into the hillside. Oh my gosh, yeah. They didn't have PPE back then. So we're taking a right, and then we come back out of this, we'll take another right. I don't think it's a huge tour. I wonder if they get bats in here. Hi. This is called Dead Man's Drift, this little part of it. Here's an ore chute. This is neat. It's actually really fun.
That's interesting. So
Chute 2.
there, and then they just let it rip until the car's up and go out with them.
Dead Man's Drift. Whoa.
Here at the deepest portion of Dead Man's Drift, you can see early miners hard at work seeking that elusive silver vein. This part of the Maggie mine was given the name Dead Man's Drift because no mine timbers were used to support the roof and walls. This drift was cut through solid rock, and in more than 100 years of use, it's nearly identical to the way it looked when it was first blasted out of the mountain.
And it was hard rock mining, so that's where it's like not nuggets. You gotta like work hard to get that out of the rock. Their scruffy miners are a little bit terrifying. Huh. So this is where they got most of it. Oh my gosh, the Mulcahy brothers. The widow Mulcahy arrived with her 7 children in Calico in 1884. The boys were Fred, Ed, John, Jim, and Maurice. And they were minors. Apparently the girls aren't worth mentioning. Because they weren't minors. We're gonna go back to Main Street and go down through the town. We're kind of above and behind it. And then there's more of town we'll check out. But we got distracted by Lookout Point and this interesting little smokestack in this rock wall. Can't go in this one, but it's definitely interesting. Let's see if I can peer through this window over here. This house has bottles built into the wall. Calico. This was the schoolhouse of Calico. And they have all the little desks in there. You can't go in, but you can look through the windows. The original schoolhouse was built in 1885. This is a replica built in the 50s. They did a good job replicating it. Another view of the town. So I don't think I mentioned this, but we're real close to Barstow, California. That's the nearest large town. And it has the campground and the ghost town. And you can also take a train ride. And apparently there's a house of mystery and you can get like a package deal to see everything. But we just did the self-guided mine tour. And we're gonna walk around town. And we've got another place to get to today. Ice cream, fudge, and sweets shop. Oh my gosh, I wonder if they really have Thrifty's ice cream. I remember that so fondly from when I lived in California. Well, I have spent more money here than I thought I would. It's just so fun and festive, and they've got a lot of really neat stuff. And I got a rock pick for another stop we're gonna make on this trip. So I'm pretty happy about that. Frodo's happy about his treats. What do you think of Calico Ghost Town?
It's pretty cool. It's an interesting little place to walk around for sure.
Yeah, lots of history and just a lot of fun shopping and little sights to see. We've had a good time here. Well, Dave and Frodo are in jail. They're in jail for cat burglary, but I think it's a case of mistaken identity.
What do you think?
Okay, we're gonna see what our fortune is here. This old miner's gonna tell us.
Pappy's got something to tell you, so you best be listening, and listening good. This here's a true saying. The smallest good deed is better than the grandest intention. Take it from Pappy.
We had a lot of fun at Calico Ghost Town, and we're really glad that we went. I don't think it's a place we would go back to a second time, but it's worth the stop. Since we're in Barstow anyway, we stopped at this great big huge rock kind of near the railroad tracks. I think we're on Main Street. And there are some petroglyphs here. We found one so far. Right there. I don't know much about these. This is something my mom knew about. I don't know if I would recommend coming to this place. There's a lot of broken glass. This kind of stuff. And garbage, and it looks like they're not protecting these at all. There's a lot of graffiti as well. I'm pretty sure some of these are actually pictographs. That one. We're gonna see more native artwork on our trip, but we wanted to stop here since we were already here. Some of this might be actual art, but I really can't tell because there's also, you know, stuff like that, and it's way high up. Ray's over there, the bridge is here, and then there's this big rock with a water tower on it. You can definitely tell it's the sort of rock that was used for Native American art. It has that dark, shiny patina on a lot of it. We're out here in the desert near Oatman, Arizona, and we're here to see donkeys. And look what I found. There's one, and there's a little one in between. Oh my gosh. Look, Frodo, there's a donkey. Frodo sees a donkey too. There's a car right behind us and the donkeys. I don't know if we should try to get around him. That's a girl donkey. She looks pregnant.
Little mama donkey.
Oh my goodness. They're so cute.
Very cute.
Whoop. This donkey's gonna cross the road. I refer to these as donkeys, but they are more accurately burros, which are feral donkeys. We are in the town of Oatman, which was established in 1915. Oatman is on Route 66, historical Route 66. And one of the big draws now are the donkeys, and you can feed them, and they're very, very friendly, but they're not dog friendly. They think they're coyotes and they'll go after them. So we got to pick Frodo up if they get near. There are a lot of things to see here, including a haunted mine and tons of really cool rocks and things. Route 66. Donkey just hanging out in the shade. So these donkeys are the descendants of the miners' donkeys that were just released and kind of abandoned here in the desert. And they've given this town new life now that Route 66 is no longer like a through route. And you've just got this really cool Old West theme. A shooting gallery. Okay, a scraggly little donkey. Aw, you're so cute. And I'll show how we're doing this. See, Dave's got Frodo scooped up so that he doesn't get killed by a donkey. After gold was discovered in the nearby Black Mountains in the early 1900s, the population of Oatman boomed to well over 3,000. The town is now considered a living ghost town. Less than 100 people call this home. Aw.
2, 4, 3. You're a good boy.
Wow. What do you think about that donkey, bud? That's pretty cool, huh?
He's the jack of all the trades.
He's smart. No, you don't get to talk to the donkey. You can only look at the donkey if you're quiet. See? He's a good donkey. No. What a fun town. When we were done in Oatman, we headed toward Kingman, driving through the town first and then on one of the prettiest little desert drives that we did. A lot of blooming cactus and yucca along the side of the road. The views were gorgeous. I don't know how well this will show. This is a view leaving Oatman and heading towards Kingman. Just beautiful out here. Really twisty, windy, steep road. And these hillsides are just covered with cholla.